word of our community's acclaim spreads.
Yeah, and you got like a bunch of rituals, and you were all headed back.
Here we go, off the rails. You know it's time to raise ourselves. It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there.
All right, Moriarty's on his way.
You could say my hat is off to you.
Okay. And I think I've got it mostly posted to everywhere.
Great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me. Oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Tides of Madness Exalted. Thank you all so much for sticking around or coming on by, whichever the case may be. That is not working right.
E.
There you are.
Welcome.
Ease. Hello.
Change your icon. But yes, hello everybody. Seriously, thank you so much for coming by. We'll turn it over now to Ruby for the recap.
Well, been a while, but when we last left off, they'd all gone out to the last known worship locations of these 8 voices that they've been hearing in their heads, which turned out to be a sect of the Neverborn. I think that's the name.
Yep.
Yeah. While there, they found 8 separate rituals which required some very obscure ingredients to summon each of the individual 8 people so that they can then subsequently kill them because they pooled their power and killing one weakens the rest. They also, Neves also took control of a cult that was in the area. And then they headed back home.
Forget, did we open the treasure chest?
You did not. There was one lock you
One lock,
couldn't
right.
get Yeah, I still need to talk to Zoroark about that. Because he did a really big influence. And gotta talk to
I
him about it.
refunded that.
You refunded that? Alright. Cool. Then I know what I'm gonna do with the chest.
You do know what you're gonna do with it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, when he well, it's been a while. I kind of refund some of them since they were old.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So yeah.
Yeah.
We're headed back then.
Yeah. We ended with you guys basically getting back with no issues. So, you're back. You're approaching your capital city now as we open into this game.
Excellent, excellent. I have no idea where we really are.
You're currently we're back at your capital city.
Well, no, I mean like what goals and stuff of what to do next.
Ah.
It's
Well,
been a while.
You have 8 separate rituals that require some very obscure ingredients that you need to find.
Are there any common ingredients, like common between them, the different things, or are they each like unique?
Each one is unique.
How many of these can be gathered from
They're-
mundane locations?
None of them. They all seem to be like very rare ingredients that are in very hard to get spots.
Oh, this might take a minute.
What
Yeah.
do we need these ingredients for?
Summoning all the Neverborn.
Yeah.
All right.
So that you can subsequently separate them from the group and, weaken them and whatnot.
So, just so that we're all on the same page, we're summoning the old gods to separate them from
Yeah,
the old gods.
Yeah, so this specific group that is basically amping up the curse, they have pulled their power together so that they're essentially one being until these rituals are performed. And they're a lot weaker when separated.
Gotcha.
To the point where you could take one out and effectively weaken the rest of the group.
I see.
So
And do we
basically,
know
we're
where
summoning.
Yeah, you've gotten boss summoning rituals.
Magnanimous dispensation.
No surprise there.
Thank you very much for that donation, Toshime. The donation goal has been completed.
All right. So I could actually do this now. You get back, and one of your guards informs you that that new beast folk you brought into town hasn't been seen since you left.
Where was he last seen?
He was last seen in the cell we put him in when we caught him stealing again. And then the next day, we went to give him food, and he was just gone.
Any other items gone missing since then?
Almost all trace of his existence that he was ever in this town is just gone. Except for the items he gave you, by the way, last time.
I'm sure he'll show back up at some point.
Well, if there is no sign of where he went, then I suppose there really isn't anything for us to do.
It's like he effectively vanished from his cell, like, poof.
As I recall, you described it as he could have easily slipped through the bars.
Oh, yes, but he could have easily slipped through the bars, but this didn't appear to be that. It's like they came in to give him food, and there wasn't even signs that anyone had been in the cell that night.
Is he under guard?
Yes.
Can we ask the guards that were watching him?
Yeah, they're down at the keep getting food. It's around that time.
All right, time to investigate and interrogate. Gently.
Yeah. So you get down to basically the barracks mess hall for the guard, and you find the guards you're looking for, and they describe to you that they were guarding him, and there was a brief period of time they just can't remember. It was about 2 minutes. For some reason, everyone that was in that building can't remember.
Sounds almost like a sidereal trick.
I mean, you're semi on the right track. He was just gone. No one knows what happened. There's a brief period of time where basically it was erased from their memory.
For the record, Kerr will not be joining us.
Okay.
I kind of wish I had gotten more investigative. That's awareness, right?
Yeah.
Well, shall I try to contact my folks in the bureau and see if they have any news on him?
You can do that.
Anybody else have any other ideas?
That seems like the best course of action.
All right, we'll do that. So rolling.
Yeah, Neves says, very little in the way of figuring out something like this.
Guess was this contacts or I guess contacts, right? So contacts
Yeah.
and finesse.
Yeah. They look at you and goes, "Did you try going and looking at the cell?"
I thought we had, but I guess we didn't.
No, you just went and talked to the guard.
Okay, to the cell.
So you get there and something feels off. You can't place it, but something is definitely not right in this specific location.
Awareness check, I guess.
Go ahead.
Awareness check, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Who's got the highest awareness?
I
I would be rolling 7 again.
think I'd be rolling.
I'd
It's
also be
plus
7.
finesse. Is it plus finesse?
It's plus whichever attribute you want, depending on how you describe how you're looking. Or
Plus
how
7.
you want to do it. Generally, you're expected to use the best.
Plus 7 then.
Which kind of makes me wonder what the point of the other attributes are. When,
That's what I was kind of thinking.
you know.
No game's perfect.
I should have gotten all in finesse.
I
guess
like,
we couldn't have done that.
yeah, you can't do that, but I like how you can roll whatever you want and, you know, describe it a different way, but, well, I'm going to go ahead and try and investigate the cell.
All right.
Ooh. Rat was definitely
1.
here.
Well, I was gonna tell you didn't need to roll high at all to notice this because you take one look into the cell and you realize it's bigger than it should be.
Is there another door or something? Or is it just like a TARDIS cell now?
The cell, you take one look at the cell and the dimensions for it are like it seems to extend like 2 cells to the left. Yet if you look over in the next cell, there's no indication. It just like
A little weird.
that cell
It's
seems
breaking the laws of reality.
yes,
So
it very
let's
much is so.
take a peek inside those extra 2 cells then, I guess.
So do you step into the cell to do this or just like so
It's a
upon
perfectly innocent cell, why not?
so you upon setting foot into the cell, the rest of the party they can't see you. You just disappear from sight. You, however, appear in a field.
Well, this is highly unusual. I guess I'll poke my head out and comment to that effect to the guys.
So you look behind you and you can clearly see your group and in the middle of this field, just a jail cell door floating in just nowhere.
That's a pretty neat trick. Yeah, I guess I'll poke my head out and kind of silently gesture to the others, and
So you poke your head out and that's all they can see of you is your head.
you guys should probably come here and see this. And then I pull my head back inside.
I'll
Neves will
step
go
through,
in. Neves will
and
go
it's
through.
like a god's sanctum.
What it seems
But-
like.
Cyril will go in as well.
Neves, upon stepping in, you feel no connection to your location. It's as if we're not even on the same realm anymore.
Oh
Like-
boy, a new place to conquer.
Yeah,
Off
he
in the
doesn't like this
distance.
place.
Yeah. Off in the distance, you do see a small hill with a large tree that has a treehouse on it. Otherwise, it is just a vast expanse of field. Just green grass field.
I'm guessing that's where we'll find him. Shall we?
Okay.
Query, what is the purpose of a cell like this?
Evidently, he was
not,
dissatisfied.
This was not designed this way.
Hmm.
Evidently, Rat was not satisfied with his accommodations.
So, yeah. So you approach the treehouse and the hill. The hill is much steeper than it appeared to be at first, but it's no problem. You
Good.
get up to it, and there is simply a ladder leading up into the treehouse.
Rat, you up there?
You hear a skittering of feet, and then you see his head peek over the rung. He's like, "Oh, hey, come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come look what I found!"
Hey. Carefully climbing up the ladder, I guess.
So you get up there, and this treehouse, it is a fully furnished house. Like, it is just like an actual house up in a tree. There's a kitchen, a bedroom, there's even a library.
Does Rat read?
No, but he likes the look of the funny words on the pages.
Of course. Rat, how'd you do this?
Well, the guards were yelling at me. Well, honestly, I'm not sure. The guards were yelling at me at one point for stealing something. I don't know. They were being dumb. But it got me really, really upset, and then this happened.
I see. Quite dumbfounded. Can I try a sagacity roll to see if there's any, like, way of explaining how this could have happened just from him being dissatisfied with being where he was?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Out of game, I've informed you that he is a Exalted. I have not told you. You haven't figured this out in game.
I think I was
Nice.
the only
That's a
one you
solid
told
roll.
about that.
Yes.
And
Well,
that's why I'm kind of sitting back on this one.
I think you
I think
mentioned
that-
that. I think I did.
I mentioned it at like the end of a session.
Okay. Well, then I will.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
get to me in,
take
I think.
you take one look at the space around you, and
Real quick.
then you look at Rat. Yeah, what's up?
I do want to point out that tens explode, so you re-roll those,
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that.
and they count
It's
as
alright.
2 successes.
That roll was already pretty nice.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that was an insane roll. I think you trolled.
There's
I
one
think
more.
you stole Chim's luck.
No. That roll wasn't insane. That roll was just nice.
So you take one look at Rat, and then the space around you, and it hits you like a truck. This is a young, like very young and very new Exalted who has no idea he's Exalted or even how to control their powers.
I see. I wonder if we should let him know that. I guess I'll kind of. I wonder if we even have any privacy in this realm now. I guess I'll kind of try to pull Neves aside, mention to him that I'm fairly firmly convinced that he's exalted and has no idea what he's doing.
Well, it would definitely appear that he has no idea what he's doing.
Say what?
Game breaking.
Oh no, what's going on?
Ah, we got an influence,
Okay, yeah.
which
I
I
heard it was
will
a big one.
remind you you can accept or deny.
Yeah, just send it my way.
Duke.
Um, I already had something planned for what Exalted he was, but
Kind of figured, so,
yeah,
you know, you do not have to change your plans.
yeah. No, this is. I'm going to deny this one because I already had what he was. Because he is a Getamane. He create. This is a version of his old world that was created through extreme stress.
And would I be able to discern that?
Yes.
Okay.
With that role, yes.
Yeah, I'll definitely mention that to Neves, and need to be very careful with him now. I'm wondering if we should start trying to train him, or at least get him to not destroy something. Like, he probably could have easily killed those guards on accident instead of creating this.
Look at the cool thing I got, Ben. Look at the cool thing I got.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hi. Sorry, 1 second. Let me mute.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Duke.
Somebody evidently got
Training is
something that was
definitely a very good idea in this situation.
Oh, I love this video.
However, and then while you're here, you remember that one of the ingredients was a flower from another dimension.
Might it be this particular dimension?
It doesn't have to be specifically this one. However, it does have to come from a different dimension.
Remembering this, I will ask, or rather, I will comment that he has created such a wonderful place, and was wondering if I could just snag one of the flowers from outside. Better to ask before actually just taking it.
It goes, oh yeah, just don't touch the purple ones. Those ones like to eat people.
Not the purple ones, understood. Thank you, Rhett. You're very kind.
Yeah.
Alright, another
Basically, Rat was
influence.
stressed, and being a kid, all he could think of was find a safe place.
Right.
So
He
his
made one.
powers created one.
Makes sense. Which Neverborn is this? Is this the flower one for? God of Harvest, maybe?
Yeah, this one's for the harvest.
Okay. How many items for each?
There's one major ingredient that you have, as the title suggested, found the first ingredient. There are a few other ones you will need for this particular summoning ritual.
That's what I mean. How many for each? Like, are there 3 for each for
Yeah,
various?
rule of 3 for each ritual, so
Okay.
8 in total.
With 24 ingredients.
Yep.
Noted.
I'm going to have to. I mean, I'm okay with that. I just have no idea what it means. Zim sent me something.
So Dragon Bloods, that's another form of Exalt. They
I
do
know
not,
that. I know the Dragon Bloods, but I don't know what the last bit is.
They consider all other Exalteds to be basically evil and cursed and should not exist. Anathema.
Okay.
Anathema.
Yeah.
But the problem with this influence is we are inside of Neves's capital, where a dragon blood could not get in there. I mean,
Without
yes,
permission.
Neves does not have a connection right now, so he wouldn't see them coming. But there's at least a few days worth of travel, unless you want to do time warp stuff. And even
No.
then,
Well,
there's Ferris who would have defended against a dragon.
yes. We'll figure something out, Jaffer.
Jaffer's trying to pull chaos and it's not working because he hasn't
It's
seen
not.
the rest of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This game's really racially charged.
What do you mean racially charged?
Literally every race has something about it.
Okay. First session we had we had Kerr's player literally accuse fucking our robot of being, why are you here? You're not supposed to be here.
And then
Proceed to
Robot looks over at Solar like death beams.
And then he just annihilated a couple Dragon Bloods just because they happened to mess up his town.
And then literally all of us cannot interact with Dragon Bloods.
Yeah, they're kind of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
This
Ferris
game's
is
really
good.
racially charged.
No, Ferris is good. He's a dragon blood.
Yeah, it's
And
whatever.
it's not
There's
race,
exceptions to
it's class, basically.
Culture, I guess.
Tomato, tomato.
Not culture. We all basically have the same culture.
What? No.
Anyway,
Okay, the only
I-
one that wouldn't would be cereal.
Anyways,
I suggest we try to go after the God of Harvest first, then, because we already have one of the ingredients.
yes. The other two ingredients aren't as difficult to come across, but still semi-difficult.
And they are...
You need a rare fruit that only grows in one region of the world, which is not controlled by Neves.
Yet.
Yes. And you need the last bundle of wheat from a harvest.
Just any old bundle of wheat from a harvest?
Specifically the very last one that was harvested.
In, like, any given town?
Yes, at harvest time.
Okay.
Is it harvest time?
You got about a month before harvest time.
Can we make it harvest time?
What exactly are we harvesting here? It has to be specifically wheat, right? Not like
Yes.
Dragon Bloods? Okay.
It can't be barley or grain or rye.
Nope, specifically wheat.
Alright. I guess we got a month to kill. I guess we can go and look for the rare fruit in the meantime.
So,
Should we bring Rat with us? Since he's probably going to be a danger to himself and others elsewhere, otherwise. Unless we can have Ferris try to train him.
Ferris would be accompanying us.
Ah, true. Then I suppose Rat probably should as well.
most likely. Doesn't matter. Trouble just follows him wherever he goes because he's a
Apparently.
kleptomaniac.
I wonder, is there a way to like, is this a what was it? What was the name of it? I mean, you think this place is permanent?
Yeah, yeah. Until Lat learns to control it and dispel it and move it, it's stuck here in the jail
Okay.
in this specific cell.
Well, that's pretty nice. It's like a level 1 Exalted with a was it a Mance? What do they call him in this one?
Don't know. He's just
Duke.
again. It's gonna take a while for it to move, but
That's a short one. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Yeah, Mans into Menses. That's what I was thinking of.
yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat. He's got his own little spot.
Y'all are headed to the desert.
Cool. Can you map us?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I just gotta find the actual map. There's the photo. There we go. We'll do this one in orange. Color I haven't used yet.
You're gonna run out of colors real quick.
That's when I start adding them and changing the variation just very slightly.
I need a legend. Can I get a legend too at some point?
Color wheel.
We'll put it here. Ish. Not exactly how I wanted that to work, but a freaking fly, for some reason, moved my mouse when it landed on the freaking touchpad.
Why?
I don't know. A fly landed on my touchpad and it moved the mouse as I was drawing. It was
Pretty
really
strong
weird.
fly.
I know. It's not the exact
Oh,
spot I
touchpad.
wanted.
Okay, touchpad.
Yeah.
Detected its little feety.
Alright. Save like 17 times before
Where are you putting it?
sending it. Oh, it's gonna go in tabletop image.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Go for the eyes.
Like all the
Wolf.
others.
Go for the eyes. Rusk!
Are you sure it's a fly, not a time spider?
Duke.
It did. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna have to change that color because that's hard to see.
Так дорвалась до KFC.
Black. Black is one I have not used.
He loves his chicken.
Okay, I'm going to allow that one.
Yeah,
I like that
would
one.
be more of a minor, though, Jaffer. With this
Okay, give it a partial
particular
refund.
game, it would definitely be... I can't do a partial, so I am going to refund it. You'll need to redeem it again as a minor.
Discount. Discount influence.
Alright, there should be... Oh, no, wait, hang on. Not in the right chat. There we go. So, you are looking for the black X down in the desert. The orange X was, yeah, it's sending.
Oh, okay. There it is.
That one should be fairly easy to spot from.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
the
where are you
the
sharing
location
it?
of the fruit.
Tabletop image.
Tabletop.
Ah,
That
okay.
is the location of the fruit.
The devil root.
Yeah, you really are running out of colors.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Isn't that one out in the desert?
Okay, he did a moderate, so I guess that
Yes.
accepts.
It's that black X out in the desert.
Oh dear.
So what sort of transportation does Neves have?
Exponential explosions. What?
Well, we don't have Chariot Boy anymore.
Yeah, I guess we're all. Guess we're walking. And we're walking.
Yeah.
They
Saddle up.
walk.
Mhm.
Somebody's following them.
For you did manage to expand Neves's territory for most of the trip, so you can travel in relative safety all the way down to about halfway through the journey.
Right. to
And
the
there is
Dreaming
no
Sea.
resistance.
Yeah.
To be fair, most of the places you've taken over have been minor villages.
Yes, and on top of that, I am working on getting some encounters planned. It's being slow because I'm still figuring out that aspect of the system, but
There's gonna be wars.
there will be combat. I haven't fully figured that bit out yet, so how to plan those out. Yeah, I do need to get a hold of Kerr and actually figure that stuff out.
Or
But
work with Toshime.
yeah, I need assistance. I'm not entirely sure how it all
Okay,
works.
go to Toshime.
Yeah.
Toshime also knows Exalted enough to help.
Yeah. Anyways,
He's right here in the voice chat. You can ask him.
yeah, no, I will ask him after session.
No. Yes.
No, yes?
Yes, no, maybe so.
Ruby said no when I said to asking Toshime.
I know. I said yes. I'll ask after.
Okay. Just making sure.
For now, more story.
So I guess
Yeah.
we're taking a ferry? Is that what I'm seeing on the map?
So Neves does not really have much in the way of like transport. I mean, probably horses.
I mean, if we had to go through the wilderness if we want to take a land route, but I was looking at the map and it looks like we could take a ship or something from Volovat to Yadana, perhaps.
I mean, the wild is
Was
not
inquiring.
necessarily. The wild is definitely not necessarily land.
Yeah.
Oh.
The wild
I mean, it just looks
can
like
be basically an. Oh, are you meaning like through the nameless lair of whatever?
Mahasuchi.
Yeah, but
Definitely
assuming
not
we don't
somewhere
really
we-
want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was thinking if we could basically stay in your territory until we get to the Dreaming Sea.
Yeah.
Well,
The main problem there is that the only ferry or ships that would be able to make it across there would be at the Volivat there,
Yeah,
and
that's what I was getting at.
that would be definitely held by Dragon Bloods.
Hmm.
Neves may
Empire.
want to go to the lair of Mahasuchi.
No, I remember stuff about Mahasuchi. I don't think I want to go near her.
Him.
So, I mean,
Him.
My hamster is getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Why not just build a boat?
for all the army.
Oh, that's right. You have an army with you.
I mean, could we take the little land bridge that's to the west of Shampur there? I mean, it'd be a bit of a wander through the wilderness, but it's either that or try to cross or take the.
Yeah, I'd allow that.
There is the only the one.
Either that or go to Rathas. Bet the DM's not ready for that.
No.
Unless we want to try to conquer Volovat. How big is that city anyway?
Conquest
Rathas?
noises intensify.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it would be extending your domain.
Yes. All right,
Where's
Ruby,
there?
we are laying siege to Volivat.
And it's a port city. So that expands, that extends, that gives you a lot of options as far as
I mean, it's already close to Neves's territory as it is.
yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Which, to be fair, actually claiming all this territory would probably have taken quite a bit of time.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can claim it. You don't have to put up
No,
a
like-
fence or anything.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
not putting up a fence. It's a ritual thing that he can do to actually make
Oh.
it his territory.
I see.
The thing
I was
about
picturing building a wall.
is he has to walk the entire perimeter of the territory to actually claim it.
Ah, I was unaware
or
of this.
Rather to add it. So
So anywhere that there is border means you have troops there at least.
that is where that is where Neves has personally walked.
Okay.
Maybe we should change the map or change the color or something,
What do you
Or-
mean?
like light blue or something, meaning like where we've been or where you.
I will. I can. We can figure that out later.
Fair
Right
enough.
now, I was just like working off of what I had. The original border was already there in that dark blue, and I'm like, all right, expanding the border.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear
it
you.
works.
Yeah, I
We'll
was
just
just saying
consider it part of his territory, but
So, do we want to try to do Volivat, or we want to try to go around the long route?
I feel
So
I am
around Volvat?
prepared for a siege.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh. I shouldn't have suggested that. Okay. Maybe
The
we
only
can say
reason I'm hesitating about laying siege to Volivat is the fact that I know Ruby isn't prepared for it. Like, Neves would
Joke.
absolutely be laying siege to that and conquering it.
Kind of depends on how big Volvat is, I suppose.
the other option is to claim that we're gonna siege them unless they give us a boat, enough boats to carry our army, and then we can just kind of leave them alone for now.
Yeah, that's not something that Neves would do.
Fair enough. Because that might actually make sense.
Trial by fire. Let's go.
Oh dear.
We will let you figure this system out because I don't even know the system, so it's better if we just leave it be for now.
Neves makes a mental note. Come back later.
Yes.
Sieges can take a while, so yeah, he'll come back later.
So what are we doing?
Conquest noises diminish.
I guess we're going through the forest to the west. I think the idea is to head between Rafis and Champor there, and then take the little land bridge south.
I will
I
bring
see.
up the map on the stream for all of you watching. Otherwise, it is the much larger version is available on the Discord in the Tabletop Images channel for you guys to follow along better. So I recommend checking that out. Otherwise, it will be on the stream, and hopefully soon we will have it actually inside of Fantasy Grounds where I can bring it up much easier.
Yeah, we'll get that set up soon as well, before next session. It would be nice, but yeah.
Yeah, you've
Whatever.
got a lot of preparation to do.
I do have a lot of prep to do. Again, this last bit has been very hectic for me. The holidays always are for everyone,
Yeah,
but
it is. So I'm not too perturbed by it. But your lack
will
of
live for now.
preparation disturbs me. I've got my eye on you.
okay, you're talking to a DM who made an entire dungeon on the spot because the players decided to chase after a kobold.
I've got my eye on you. And like I respect improv. It's just, we got to figure out the way the system actually works for it.
Yes, yeah.
What is Lost Zarlath, by the way?
Lost Zarlath, it has been renamed to Silverhaven.
Ah,
That is Neves's capital.
okay. Thank you.
And to make it easier on me, I've just been kind of using it as the hub.
Fair enough.
That is the
Makes
hub.
sense.
It's where the bulk of Neves's army is. It's where recruits are sent.
Gotcha. Alright, so I guess southward
Yeah.
march.
I have no objections.
Okay.
No, from what I understand, we've already gone south. We are now heading west, curving across the north of Volivat. And
Oh, what?
You essentially made it back to the general area of the temple to go west or whatever.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go through the mountains there to the... Okay.
Okay, I figure our route, considering we probably have this map up, Neves would definitely have a war map.
Yeah.
But basically, you see where it says Jix Coatl or Codley?
Yep.
What?
On the map.
The forest. The big old forest.
It's got word
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Chicks called Lee.
We would go right below that, going through those mountains, and then when we hit those southern mountains to the northwest of Volivat, we would curve to the west, go south of Rethes to that little land bridge.
Okay.
Across. That's the plan that Neves has, at least.
Are we stopping at Camp Fahar?
No.
M4, I think.
Champor?
Champor? There's an
No,
ancient.
south of the land bridge, we would naturally come across Camp Fahar.
Oh, Kemthahar, true.
Oh!
The desert city.
Looks like it's on the fringe of the desert, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
better idea. We all go to Gem.
Damn. Where the
Yeah.
hell?
That will be
It's-
on the center island.
Gem is off to the, far to the west in the burning sands. I say we
Oh.
all go to Gem instead, and upset the volcano god that's there and burn Gem down?
Can we not?
This sounds like a meme.
It is a
To be
meme
fair-
for Exalted players where
It
basically
is it is a meme. However, it is something that Neves would totally do.
No, he would
Why w-
not purposely burn it down as long as they agreed to follow him. Now,
Which
if
they
the
wouldn't.
city, well, yeah, but he offers the diplomatic approach. They refuse. Then he goes with the nuclear approach. Or volcano approach. Either way, Neves will point out that the important thing that we want to consider is avoiding attention as much as we can. We do have an army with us, which will make that more difficult. So perhaps Neves will go ahead and leave his army behind at Silverhaven.
That would probably be the best idea, especially if we're heading around Brathos.
Yeah.
There's a death god around there that has control.
You don't want
Oh. I introduced
Alternative
a death
idea,
god.
we just go to the Imperial City and Neves declares himself Emperor.
Ooh, that wouldn't probably go over so well.
Probably wouldn't fly well. No.
Neves, Emperor of Conquerors.
That would work.
Don't
Yeah, as long
encourage
as you're
him.
not declaring yourself emperor of that area.
Don't encourage him.
Who's ready for a wild hunt?
I don't think. I mean, I think we could handle it. It's just I don't think the DM is.
Mm-hmm.
The DM is not prepared for those kinds of shenanigans. Cease.
Be kind to the storyteller.
You know, you mentioned the Wild Hunt, but like, I feel like there's kind of parts of the map here that are reminiscent of The Witcher. Anyways,
Mhm. So who's in control of like Shampur and Kemthahar there?
That would be some local dragon blood. That's the case with all of these major cities in general.
Like rats everywhere. Okay. I guess we're giving them a wide berth as well then.
If we could possibly sneak our way in there.
just depose the system of government from within.
Actually, did I take that one? Hang on. Stand by.
Isn't our robot like really good at talking to foreign like people?
For
I
the
am here to
record,
facilitate communications.
He does not
I
look
didn't-
like
I
a
didn't pick that one up.
robot, so that is a possibility.
didn't take
Neves
that one.
himself can make himself look human. He really does not like it, but he does it. He can and will as required. However,
I
Neves
got that
also
5
has
embassy.
Ferris.
Huh?
Neves also has Ferris, who is, he was, raised as part of the Dragon Blood courts. He knows all of the inner workings of the politics there. So if we run into trouble, we've got Ferris.
That 5 embassy, though.
Well, yes, but the way you talk, the fact that you don't really understand anything of this world.
That 5 embassy, though.
Now, DM,
Yes.
do you have the Exalted 3rd Edition book open?
I can pull it up.
Page 93.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Hey, what, just randomly spouting off pages here? Okay.
And
I will be right back myself.
You wanna share with the rest of the class?
It's just so that the DM knows what is going to happen when we get to Camp Thar.
Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay, reading time.
Third edition general cheat sheet. Don't see it in the pinned. The book. I see the one that we're running.
Okay, so the one that we're running is Essence.
Yeah, I see
It's
Essence. I
Exalted.
don't see the actual book for third edition pinned here.
I don't know if I've ever actually shared it. It might be in Tabletop books. Actually, I'm pretty
Look.
sure it's in Tabletop books.
I think you have to go back a ways to find it.
Yeah, it's November 27th. It's the very first one on there.
Either way, the city, Camthahar, capital of the Empire of Prasad, is starkly divided by caste and clan. Each clan maintains its own walled compound within the city. Untouchables and other low caste clans dwell in squalor at the city's edge. Closer to the center, the manors of high caste clans tower amid encircling gardens, their facades engraved with elaborate imagery. At Camthahar's heart rise the palatial compounds of the Dragon Caste, dominated by the twin fortresses of clans Burano and Ofris. There, the city's dragon-blooded princes dwell in splendor, lounging in silken finery or accoutring themselves for war with dragon helms and diclaves of jade. This is the farthest flung of the realm's satrapies, and in many ways the most glorious. And yet most of these dynasts have never set foot upon the Blessed Isle.
Yep.
So, stupidly shit city for everyone but the Dragonborn. Got it.
Yeah, we don't
And-
want to go there.
This also has 2 of the 13 dragon-blooded home city.
Let's not go to Camthar. It's a silly place.
Sounds like Exalted.
They'd be able to bring the pain to us.
Yeah, so let's not do that. Instead, should we keep to the forests for cover and kind of circle around the mountains there? Also, how long is this taking?
Years.
There is a lot of lore for each one of these locations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to actually read through this because this is fascinating me. But, anyways,
I've got the actual the physical book here. It's the premium leather-bound copy of it that is just really, really nice. Rather, it's Kerr's, but, you know, I'm borrowing it.
Actually, is this gonna take longer than a month? I
It
would assume
might.
so.
Journeying
we're
down
going,
there,
probably.
yes.
yeah, the way you're going, it will take longer than a month. However, week keeps, and before he left, Neves could have made out a decree to get that specific piece of the harvest.
Ask about that.
That's what I was going to say. That was something I was going to bring up, is that Neves would make sure that the last bundle, because he's got farms in his territory for sure. But
You
the
just
last
took over an entire new farming settlement.
Oh yeah. He's got a
Cool.
lot of
All right.
territory. He would have definitely made sure that they are, you know,
Yeah.
that we get what we need there.
For the
So-
cause.
Us journeying will be fine.
All right. So how long has it taken to get down to this Middle of the desert.
I think I said it was about a month to get to the temple, and considering this is like twice that,
So
especially
2
with
months?
the route you're going,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say 3 months.
Okay.
Because you're specifically trying to avoid settlements and all of that.
Very true.
Yeah.
So it'll be about a 6-month round trip to get there and back.
I mean, we can go through towns and stuff. It's just the big ones that we want to avoid drawing attention, but we can just appear as simple travelers.
Yeah. Again, still, it's one of those things of yeah.
Go ahead.
It's one of those things of it's like either way, it's still going to be around like 2 to 3 months. So
That's fine. And so we journey onward.
see, and you can appear as simple travelers, but would Neves' pride allow that?
Yes.
Needs must. Given that we don't have the army with us, I think.
Is he taking a point of limit for this?
No.
No, I don't think so. I feel this wouldn't be the first time Neves would have to tone down his ego and actually, blend in.
I guess should we detail what we're training Rat to do in the meantime?
Yeah, you can do
Training
that.
Rat?
Yeah, Rat's with you.
We're training him?
Training.
Yeah, he's training.
He's an Exalted, so yeah, we need to train him.
He's an Exalted who has no idea that they're Exalted and can't control their powers.
So Rat, you're special.
Yeah, my mom said that too.
You're like really special.
Oh, how?
Well, you know how Neves is big and powerful and made you into a rat and everything? You're kind of like that.
Oh, that would explain a lot. And Rat's just looking off into the distance like, oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah, it's almost like he just said that explains a lot.
He gave you items and he told you stories about how he got away with stealing things from people he really shouldn't have been able to steal from and stuff.
He also happened to build a treehouse dimension inside of a cell, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that one was the big tip off for me.
That was the biggest tip off, yeah, but
So, for instance, that place that you built in your cell, one day you'll be able to actually go back there anytime you want. It's going to be pretty cool. But in the meantime, we need you to kind of be chill.
what? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Chill.
Hill?
Chill.
But
What?
You're doing very well with that. I mean, do any of us have any idea of how to train a
Ketamine.
ketamine in the first place? Imagine I would.
negative.
I assume I might be the best one to know about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I'll have you do for training him. Roll me sagacity plus finesse.
Okay. Hope this goes well.
And go ahead and roll your thing, and then I'll explain what the thing that Jaffer redeemed does. Okay, now all of those explode.
All the
Every
We
day.
roll
successes?
everything.
Oh,
Oh,
just
reroll
the
everything?
7 and up.
That's what I thought. Okay.
7 and up explode. Well-
2. 1.
So you don't manage to train him that well. You couldn't really figure out how to start working on his powers because you don't fully understand them, but you're just like, well, so far we know they're triggered by emotions, so let's work on that.
Right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I guess, can I try to check? Well, I guess we're on the road, so I can't really check with certainly my contacts, but
No, you can't check with your contacts right now. Contacts right now, not till you get back to Neves's
Right.
location.
that's fair. Fair warning, I'm starting to get a little tired.
Understandable. We did start later and whatnot.
Ye.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Statement. Varric, I wish to interrogate you.
Go on.
Query. Why does Neves not conduct himself with diplomacy with his other neighbors?
That's a very complicated question with an even more complicated answer. Suffice it to say, Neves's goal is to conquer the world. So that might explain why he's not the most cordial of neighbors.
Suggestion. Would he not be aware of vassal states and the able tools that diplomacy can provide, especially when backstabbing?
I'm sure he's aware of them.
I think
He
just prefers the more hands-on
yeah, he just more
approach.
prefers to conquer. But we might want to drive the idea by him at some point. And you don't have to say interrogate. You just say, I need to ask you a question next time. Interrogate has a bit of a heavier weight to it.
Response. I am quite aware of the weight that it generally tends to bear with it. I prefer that vocabulary.
Very well.
And this is why we don't want him doing the talking to people.
Imagine rolling 9d10, walking up to someone, being like, "Hello, meatbag."
I will say I do want to do like some form of combat with this fruit to get this fruit, so we can get to the fruit, but like actually grabbing it is going to be next
That's
time.
fair.
Don't
I'm not sure
grab.
I'm not sure I could handle a battle tonight anyway.
Okay.
So, if it is all right with you, Zim, can we end here?
Oh, do we just make it there?
Yeah. So as you approach this destination in the middle of the forest, it's a surprisingly isolated pocket of lushness, surrounded on all sides by rocks. With
Oh,
only
hold
one,
on. Let me rewind here a second. I thought we were going to like the desert.
you're in the desert. Yes.
You said
This
the
is
forest.
sorry. It's an
Okay.
isolated pocket of like lushness
Oasis.
in this. Yeah, it's like an oasis in the middle of a desert, surrounded by rocks, with only one entrance into it. Through this
Gotcha.
entrance, you can see a tree, which holds a purple, what can only be described as an apple. However, blocking your way in is a large statue.
Hmm. What if I
And
described it as a plum?
no, it doesn't look like a plum. It's shaped and looks like an actual apple, just purple colored.
What if I described it as a pomegranate?
No, those are red.
Purple apple.
It is a purple apple.
You know, a plum kind of looks like a purple apple.
Oh my god.
Yeah. However, this is where I would like to end the session today, so I can actually plan out the fight with that statue.
All right.
Can I try one thing?
Yeah, what's up?
I was gonna attempt truth rendering gaze.
Ooh.
Okay, what does this do?
Automatically divine the purpose and function of a mundane object, structure, or geomancy and advantages of natural terrain. For artifacts, first stage artifice, and other magical objects and technologies, make a force plus sagacity roll against DC 5 to achieve the same effect. Success may reveal details like the name of an artifact, history, previous wielders, momentous events it may have been involved in. If applicable, add their essence in dice to a single relevant craft, navigation, or war roll based on information gleaned from the charm.
You may do this.
Okay. So is it an artifact, first age artifice, or other magical object and technology?
It is a magical object.
Okay. So I will have to make a force plus sagacity roll. Just get us a little bit of information. So that's 3 and 5, so 8.
One.
That looks like a statue. That there is a statue.
It's just like,
It's still a success.
yeah, it is a success. You're like,
But it's a
that's a
DC
statue?
5.
Yeah. Like, that's a statue, but it feels weird.
So I'm updating my notes with large, weird statue.
Oh no. Our statue. It's so weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like I assume it's like a humanoid statue, or is it a statue of
It
Okay.
Okay, so what it specifically is, it appears to be a stone statue, almost marble in appearance, of a large, armor-clad knight.
Okay, yeah, that one's one of the come to lifey ones.
All right. I think I am done.
Okay, I know how to deal with it, but I'll save that for next time.
Are you
That's
going to
somebody-
pull another one of where they're just vaporized?
No,
Okay.
Don't worry, guys. I know how to do this. Nuke.
All right,
Well, that was
everybody.
incredible.
Thank you all so much for joining us for Tides of Madness Exalted. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more of it, I guess, then.
Hopefully.
Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website, as well as down in the description below. I will be back in a few minutes with some more streaming, so stick around for that. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. It is because of your support that I'm able to continue bringing these streams to you all. I seriously cannot do it without your support. But for now, I bid you all the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.